डियर फ्रेंड्स, आज हम दिखाएंगे कि इज़ मैटर अराउंड अस प्योर, ये किस तरह से हम ये आज पढ़ेंगे। चैप्टर नंबर 2, इज़ मैटर अराउंड अस प्योर। ठीक है, हम जो मैटर देखते हैं अराउंड में तो क्या प्योर है। प्योर का डेफिनेशन हमें जानना चाहिए कि व्हाट इज़ ए मिक्सचर। हम जानते हैं कि प्योर में क्या चीज़ होता है और मिक्सचर क्या चीज़ होता है। ठीक है, तो देखिए व्हाट इज़ अ मिक्सचर। मिक्सचर्स आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड बाय मोर देन वन काइंड ऑफ प्योर फॉर्म ऑफ मैटर। वन काइंड से ज़्यादा रहेगा तो उसे हम मिक्सचर बोलते हैं, राइट। जैसे सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक एंड सॉइल्स आर नॉट सिंगल प्योर सब्सटेंसेस, इसलिए कि सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक में हमारा बहुत चीज़ मिला हुआ आता है और सॉइल में भी बहुत सारा पार्टिकल्स, बहुत सारा गैसेस और फर्टिलाइजर्स और बहुत सारा चीज़ मिला रहता है, तो इसे हम प्योर नहीं बोल सकते। टाइप ऑफ मिक्सचर डिपेंडिंग ऑन अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ द कंपोनेंट्स दैट फॉर्म ए मिक्सचर वी कैन हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मिक्सचर्स। हमारा बहुत तरह का मिक्सचर हो सकता है। ठीक है, अभी हम जानेंगे सॉल्यूशन। व्हाट इज अ सॉल्यूशन? ए सॉल्यूशन is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. You come across various types of solutions in your daily life, right? इस तरह से हम सॉल्यूशन को डिफाइन करते हैं। तो इस तरह से आप पढ़ने का एक न्यू आइडिया हमें मिल गया है कि हम इस तरह से भी पढ़ा सकते हैं प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सॉल्यूशन। ये कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज है। सॉल्यूशन इज ए होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर। द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ ए सॉल्यूशन आर स्मॉलर देन 1 nanometer in diameter, so they cannot be seen by naked eyes. Because of very small particle size, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solutions, so the path of light is not visible in a solution, right? The solution particles, solid particles cannot be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. The solid particles do not settle down when left undisturbed, that is, a solution is stable. Concentration of solution can be defined in three ways. Number one is mass by mass percentage of a solution, and that is mass of solid by mass of solution into 100%. Number two, mass by volume percentage of a solution, mass of solid, volume of substance into 100, right? And volume by volume percentage of solution is volume of solid by volume of solution into 100. Now colloidal solution. Next one is what is a suspension, right? Non-homogeneous substances, non-homogeneous systems like those obtained by group C in activity 2.2 in which solids are dispersed in liquids are called suspension, right? A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which the solid particles do not dissolve or remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium, right? Now this colloidal solution. Here you see there is a definition of colloidal solution also, right? The mixture obtained by a group D in activity 2.2 is called a colloid or a colloidal solution. The particles of colloid are uniformly spread throughout the solution. Due to the relatively smaller size of the particles as compared to that of a suspension, the mixture appears to be homogeneous. But actually, a colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture, for example, milk. Because of the small size of colloidal particles, we cannot see them with naked eyes, but these particles can easily scatter a beam of visible light. A beam of visible light. Because of the small size of the colloidal particles, we cannot see them with naked eyes, but these particles can easily scatter a beam of visible light as observed in activity 2.2. This scattering of beam of light is called the Tyndall effect, after the name of the scientist who discovered this effect, that is Tyndall effect, right? Now there are the properties of colloid. You know that common examples of colloid are these one. Dispersed phase, if the dispersed phase is liquid, dispersing medium is gas, the type is aerosol. Examples are fog, clouds and mist. If the dispersed phase is solid, dispersing medium is gas, type is aerosol, example is smoke and automobile exhaust. If the dispersed phase is gas and the dispersing medium is liquid, type is foam. Shaving cream. Next is the dispersed phase is liquid and the dispersing medium is also liquid, then type is emulsion, that is milk and face cream. If the dispersed phase is solid and the dispersing medium is liquid, type is what we got is salt, milk of magnesia and mud. If the dispersed phase is gas and the dispersing medium is solid, the type is gel, that is jelly, cheese and butter. If the dispersed phase is solid and the dispersing medium is solid, the type is solid salt, that is colored gemstone or milky glass, right. These are the different types of things. Now, physical changes and chemical changes, right. There are two types of changes, one is physical change, another one is chemical change. In the previous chapter, we have learnt about a few properties of matter. The properties of matter, the properties can be observed and specified like color, hardness, rigidity, humidity, fluidity, density, melting point, boiling point, etc. are the physical properties. The interconversion of states of is a physical change because these changes occur without a change in composition and no change in the chemical nature of the substance. Although ice, water and water vapor all look different and display different physical properties, they are chemically the same. But both water and cooking oil are liquid, but the chemical characteristics are different, right. They differ in color and in flammability. We know that oil burns in air, whereas water extinguishes fire. It is this chemical property of oil that makes it different from water. Burning is a chemical change. During this process, one substance reacts with another to undergo a change in chemical composition. Chemical change brings change in the chemical properties of matter and we get new substance. A chemical change is also called chemical reaction. During burning of a candle, both physical and chemical changes take place. Can you distinguish these? Yes. What are these types of pure substances? On the basis of their chemical composition, substances are classified as elements and or compounds. These are pure substances. If it is elements are, what is elements? Metals usually show all of the properties, that is they have slash. Elements can be normally divided into metals, non-metals and metalloids. These are elements. Metals can be so all the following properties. They have a luster, shine, right, or they have a gray, silvery gray or golden yellow color. They conduct heat and electricity. They are ductile, can be drawn into wires. They are malleable, can be hammered into thin sheets. They are sonorous, making a ringing sound when hit. Examples of metals are gold, silver, copper, iron, sodium, potassium, etc. Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. They display non-metals usually show some or all the following properties, that is they display a variety of colors. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They are not lustrous, sonorous or malleable. Examples of non-metals are has hydrogen, oxygen, iodine, carbon, bromine, right. Now, these are the some of these. Now, compounds. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion, right. For example, water combined in a fixed proportion, that is 2:1, right. Now, you see this is the difference between mixtures and compound. Elements or compound just mix together to form a mixture and no new compound is formed. Compound elements react to form new compounds. A mixture has a variable composition. The composition of each new substance is always fixed. A mixture shows the properties of the constituent substances. The new substance has totally different properties. The constituents can be separated fairly easily by physical methods. The constituents can be separated only by chemical or electrochemical reactions. Now, see this is a chapter of in table form, that is matter is composed of solid, liquid and gas, and matter can be differentiated into pure substance or mixtures. Pure substance, under pure substance there are two things, one is element, another one is compound. Cannot be broken down to simpler substances in elements, for example, copper, oxygen, iron, hydrogen, mercury, etc. Compounds have fixed composition and can be broken down into elements by chemical or electrochemical processes. For example, water, methane, sugar, salt, etc. Mixtures, no fixed composition. Mixtures can be two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Uniform composition is homogeneous. For example, sugar in water, salt in water, sulfur in carbon disulfide, water in alcohol, etc. heterogeneous, non-uniform composition. For example, sand and salt, sugar and salt, water in oil. These are heterogeneous composition, right? These are the different features. Now, what you have learned: a mixture contains more than one substance, element, or compound mixed in any proportion. Mixture can be separated into pure substances using appropriate separation techniques. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. The major component of a solution is called the solvent and the minor the solute. The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present per unit volume per unit mass of the solution. Materials that are insoluble in a solvent and have particles that are visible to naked eyes form a suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. Colloids are heterogeneous mixtures in which the particle size is too small to be seen with the naked eye, but is big enough to scatter light. Colloids are useful in industry and daily life. The particles are called the dispersed phase, and the medium in which they are distributed is called the dispersed medium. Pure substances can be elements or compounds. An element is a form of matter that cannot be broken down by chemical reactions into simpler substances. A compound is a substance composed of two or more different types of elements, even chemically combined in a fixed proportion. Properties of a compound are different from its constituent elements, whereas a mixture shows the properties of its constituent elements or compounds. तो मैंने यहाँ पर क्या दिखाया कि यहाँ पर हमारे दो जो चार्ट है, जैसे मैटर होता है सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैस, इसे दो पार्ट में डिफरेंस कर सकते हैं। एक होता है प्योर सब्सटेंस और एक होता है मिक्सचर्स। प्योर सब्सटेंस में हमारा एलिमेंट्स और कंपाउंड्स होता है और मिक्सचर में होता है होमोजेनियस हेटेरोजेनियस। तो प्योर सब्सटेंस जो भी एलिमेंट है वो प्योर सब्सटेंस होगा, जो भी कंपाउंड होगा वो भी प्योर सब्सटेंस होगा, और मिक्सचर में होमोजेनियस और हेटेरोजेनियस होता है, राइट। डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़, इससे मैंने दिखाया कि ये भी एक यूनिक टेक्निक है कि इस तरह से भी हम पढ़ा सकते हैं। देयर आर वेरियस मेथड्स और वेरियस टेक्निक्स। ये टेक्निक्स हम सब बताएंगे कि किस किस मेथड से पढ़ाया जाता है, राइट। दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टेक्निक्स टू टीच ऑनलाइन, राइट। ये भी एक बहुत अच्छा एक फॉर्म है जहाँ से हम बहुत अच्छा तरह से क्लास ले सकते हैं। डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब, लाइक और शेयर कीजिए। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो।